Welcome to the shop. My name is Rachel Gingell and this is my dad, Dan. Sometimes people will ask us for a recommendation on a tractor that they should buy in the 50 to 60 horsepower range, and the Massey Ferguson 165 is one of the models that we recommend. Why is that?
The Massey Ferguson 165 was built for a lot of years. They started building this model in 1964 and run all the way to 1975. So they built a ton of them. Parts are easy to get. And then the next model, the 265, had a little bit bigger Perkins motor, but it's still the same chassis. So that's what I really like about Massey Ferguson. Massey's still in business, so you can still get parts.
Yeah. Now this came as a gas or a diesel, right?
Yep. And everybody loves the Perkins diesel. They were a great diesel engine. The Continental engine was the gas choice, so you had either a Continental or a Perkins engine.
Mm-hmm. Now, tell me about like the hydraulic setup on this tractor. Do you feel like that's durable, a problem spot for the tractor?
I think the hydraulic system is very solid and durable. It's just old. It's the old, we did a video, you and I did a video on the old 35 Massey pump, and it's still basically the same old pump, just larger. So the design is old. It doesn't have a real high-speed pump, so you're not going to run a log splitter with it, but it lifts a 3-point well. It's strong. They had a lot of lift capacity. The power steering worked well on these tractors. They had power steering. And if you're going to get a loader like what we got on this one here, it has a pump in the front. So that made the loader have its own pump. So these tractors, a lot of these in our neighborhood has loaders on them, and they have the front pump.
Now, what were the transmission options?
You got a 6-speed, an 8-speed, or a 12-speed if you got multi-power. Multi-power is like a Farmall torque amplifier, high and low on the go. So if you're running a hay bind, you run down to the end of the field, shoot, you just shifted it and it slowed down, went around, and you hit the button and it speeded right back up. It was a really cool design back in the day. Now, somebody came and asked me for a recommendation, should I buy one with multi-power or without? Today, multi-power is a little bit more expensive to work on. It would cost you quite a bit of money to get that repaired. So I tell them, just get an old-fashioned 8-speed, the old 8-speed, 8 gears, heavy-duty clutch. Avoid the problem.
Okay. What you just mentioned, the heavy-duty clutch.
Yes.
Do you feel like this tractor has a good clutch
Massey
on it typically?
at this point came out with an 11-inch clutch. We don't have much problems with them. They were very heavy. Even when they're got a loader on them like this and everybody's riding the clutch, man, we don't see a lot of them coming back.
Okay. I noticed that this tractor has differential lock.
Yes.
Can you explain what differential lock does, why somebody might want that feature?
On a tractor like this, if you're trying to move a big bucket load of material, it's just a pedal on your heel. You step on it and it'll lock both wheels in. So both wheels turn. And then as soon as you took your foot off it, it came up and it released.
Okay.
So for this tractor, it gave you positive traction on demand. So you could just step on it, boof, you had positive traction. This tractor being 2-wheel drive, you want all the help you can get. So that really was a game changer to get positive traction in this.
Does that help at all in the winter?
Oh,
if you're
absolutely.
on snow or ice or anything like that?
When the tire on ice is going to spin, bang, you step on positive traction and away you go.
I think that the Massey 165 has a comfortable operator station. I personally really like the squared off fenders on older tractors of this era.
Yep.
Just my preference, but
they're
I
nice.
do like that, and I think there's enough room for the operator up at the operator station.
And they had dual headlights at this time, so you had plenty of light on the tractor, and it had low beams and high beams. So the tractor was useful in the evening. In the wintertime, of course, it gets dark here quite early. So these tractors, for their value in our area, they're a great value tractor.
So if you're in the market too for a tractor in that 50 to 60 horsepower range, and you're wanting an antique tractor of similar era, a Massey Ferguson 165 would be a great choice. There's other wonderful choices too, but the Massey 165 definitely makes our list.